and welcome to another video review brought to you by yours truly, Thorazine. Today we're going to be taking a look at another Transformers figure by the way of Takara's EZ Collection Chronicles Thundercracker. Now that is a bit of a long title. Let me take a second to explain exactly what that means. EZ Collection is Takara's version of the Legends class figure, and Chronicles is Takara's version of the Reveal the Shields Legends that we got. So pretty much this is the RTS version of Legends Class Thundercracker, which we did not get here in the States, so it is a completely unique character for the Japanese market. These figures were blind packed. Thundercracker was part of the first wave of the EZ Chronicles figures. The only way to really ensure that you were to get Thundercracker were to buy an entire case of the EZ Collection figures, open them all up, see what you got, and sort through the ones that you didn't want and resell them. Your other option was to wait for somebody else to buy an entire case of the EZ Collection figures, open them up, see what they wanted, and wait for them to sell off the figures that they didn't. Typically on the secondary market on eBay, the going price at this point in time is around $45 to $50 for this little guy. A little pricey for a figure that is not much bigger than my finger. But for those hardcore fanatics and seeker fiends like myself, I did consider paying that price. I was lucky enough, however, to have a fellow board member on TFW hook me up for a rather decent price on this figure. I only paid $15 for it, which for a Legends class figure is kind of pricey, but for an import, not too bad. I've paid quite a bit more for similar size figures that were exclusive to the Asian market. So I was pretty happy with $15 on this guy. I would like to thank you, Jazzmeister. You helped me out a great deal. I was just getting ready to pull the trigger on a $50 Thundercracker right before I came across this deal. So he saved me quite a bit of money. Vehicle mode, let's take a look at it. From the top, it is your typical F-15 fighter jet. From the bottom you can see bits of robot kibble hanging off of them, but again, this is a Legends class figure, very simplified, so considering the size and the simplicity of this size class of toy, this is kind of impressive. You'll notice on the bottom that the arms are actually in here in the back and become part of the fuselage. That is a rather unique take on the Seeker transformation and is kind of cool. Vehicle mode, again, there's not a whole lot to say about it. We'll take a quick look at it here one more time for everybody to see. Quick from the underside there. Not much to see from the side or from the back there. And we might as well get one from the front just for good measure here. With the vehicle mode out of the way, let's take a look at the transformation on this figure. Again, it's a Legends class figure, so it's fairly simplified. There's not a whole lot to talk about here. The first thing you want to do is kind of unpeg the legs from the wing here. And you're going to bring the leg around, fold the tail fins up like so. You're going to bring the arms down, and then that bit of fuselage folds forward to become the null razor blasters. The arms then pivot out to the side like so. Trying to wait for the camera to focus on the figure here. Bring the arms down, and you'll notice the head kind of sticks out of the back. What you do there is fold this up. Excuse me, went a little too far. Turn the head around, fold the nose cone back, and then it folds into place. There you have it, one fully transformed EZ Collection Thundercracker. As far as robot mode goes, for a Legends class figure, it is a fairly convincing classic style Thundercracker. It looks great next to Starscream. See if we can get him in the frame there and get them both to stand up. They just don't want to cooperate with me today. We'll have to edit all this out. and Skywarp. There you have it. All 3 original Seekers in the Legends class mold. Now that we got the group shot out of the way, let's take a look at the actual robot mode here. Articulation wise, there's not a whole lot to deal with here. It is a Legends class figure again, rather small. The knees are ball jointed, so you can bend them roughly 90 degrees there. They also spin a full 360 degrees at the knee. The hips are hinged. There's no forward motion here at the hip, but you can bring them around actually a full 180 degrees, as it's almost part of the, or it is part of the transformation. But realistically, about 90 degrees, what you got to deal with. Nothing in the hands, nothing in the elbow. The shoulder, ball jointed as you can see, allows you to bring the arm all the way around like that, full 180 degrees, as well as bring it out about 90 degrees. The head is on a swivel point. You can turn it from side to side slightly. Let's get a nice close-up of that there. What you looking at, Willis? Seriously, not a bad figure. I would recommend it if you can find it at a decent price. $50 is a bit steep for a Legends class figure, and I understand that is out of the range for a lot of casual collectors. Even for a hardcore collector, that's a hard pill to swallow. Like I said, I have paid more for similar size figures. I'm never too happy about it until the figure actually arrives. Really, you just kind of got to decide if that price point is something that you're willing to deal with, or hopefully wait for a Hasbro release of the figure. All in all, a very nice figure. I do recommend him if he is in a price point that you can manage. Anyways, that has been my quick look at Takara's EZ Collections Chronicle Thundercracker. Thanks for watching, and tune in again. We'll be taking a look at some more toys.